Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Hopefully, everyone's having a good Thursday. Um, Before I start talking about the subject of this video, I would like to mention that there's some Stadia Pro deals happening right now for a few games that you might be interested in. I don't know. There is Wolfenstein Youngblood, which is available right now for those of you who have a pro subscription. You're saving about $10. It's $20.09, which is something I might try to check it out. It's only $20. There's a game called Kine. It's $10. There's a Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which is something I might be interested in this for $25. Seems like a very interesting game. I never got into the Dragon Ball, but I know it's a fighting game. I might try this out. Give it a try. I don't know. So there's some discounts. There's also Borderlands 3 Super Deluxe Edition for $50. You might want to check that out. So there's some deals here for you guys. NBA 2K20, it's $26. So if you want to keep your pro subscription, I think this is an excellent reason. Red Dead Redemption, it's $53 for special edition, $60 for the ultimate edition. So there's some deals, okay? They are working on some deals, so there's a benefit to having a pro subscription. Not to mention, when you claim the game, you get to keep the game. It's yours forever till the service dies, okay? No, I mean, seriously, when you claim the game is yours till the service. It's kaput and shut down, all right? Because they cannot. Here's what's so great about Stadia. When publishers, when they decide to put a game on a Google Stadia, they have to make a contract deal in advance with Google Stadia. So they can't just simply pull the game out. They can't just simply do that. Otherwise, they're breaking the contract. They can go into a lawsuit, and they don't want to go in a lawsuit with Google, with a big company like Google. So this is something you don't have to worry about with Google Stadia. When the game comes in, when the Doom Eternal comes in, it's there to stay. Red Dead Redemption 2, it's here to stay. Okay, so when they come to Google Stadia, they're here to stay. They cannot pull them out. GeForce Now, you don't know. They can pull the games out any moment, any time, any given moment, any given day. They can pull out the games in GeForce Now. Why? Because they have no contract that's tied up to GeForce Now. So keep that in mind when you are, thinking about the GeForce Now. Also, remember, you only have 6 hours to play in GeForce Now. Here, you got 4K HDR unlimited. Play as much as you want. So I wanted to cover that really quick, just to notify you what we have available. And now, let's talk about Google Stadia. I made a video yesterday where I clearly put the titles on, and the titles says why I am not going to cancel my pro subscription of Google Stadia. Clearly, it's letting you know why I'm not going to cancel it. Also, if you read the description on the video, it clearly tells you as to why I'm not going to cancel my pro subscription. All right? And it also says that I'm giving you my observation, my points of view, my experience, because I have Google Stadia since November 21st. Even Phil Harrison himself has highlighted my comment on November 25th, which is still there. If you go look up his likes, and you will see my comment on November 25th of 2019. So I've been an avid user, avid supporter of Google Stadia, and I have videos to prove that. I have videos to back that up, and the live streams to back that up. Okay, so I don't care what anybody says. The proof is there. The credibility is there. So type on your keyboards all you want. Okay, maybe you should do some research about me before you start typing on the keyboards. All right. So, individuals who criticize me that I don't give any constructive criticism on Google Stadia, obviously they don't watch my videos. Obviously they don't follow me that much. And I know they're not following me that much because I can see who's typing on the comments. I can see who's liking, who's not liking my videos. Guys, you have to remember, I have all the tools as a content creator to see from which country you're watching this, tablet, phone. I got all of this information from Google to check everything, all of the analytics. So do yourself a favor. You don't have to lie to me. I already know who likes my video, who follows me, who doesn't follow me. So do yourself a favor, okay? The individuals whom I have blocked in the past, it's exactly because they had too much ego and they always want to be right. They don't want to be wrong because I correct them and they put their foot in their mouth all the time, all right? Those individuals who can admit and they can admit that they are wrong and they have too much ego, I usually just block them. That's the reason why they're blocked, you know. And for those of you who are new on my channel, maybe you need to watch some of my videos, do a little bit better research about me to understand how this guy works. I got over 5,000 videos, okay, since 2014. That's a lot of videos. So, one important thing I want to point out here. Guys, I don't hold a flag for any brand. For those of you who follow me, for those of you who truly know my channel, you know that. I don't hold a flag for any brand. I'm totally unbiased and probably the only YouTuber that I can think of, unless there's someone else. I'm all ears and I'm all eyes, unless there's someone else out there that I don't know about, okay? I'm probably the only YouTuber who is unbiased, number one, has no sponsorship, number two, and covers both positives and negatives. And I do give constructive criticism when it's due. On all of the brands, on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, television brands, virtual reality, phones, etc., 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 etc. Go look up my videos. Go and watch my videos if you want to know whether or not this guy with the mustache is telling you the truth. I got over 5,000 videos. Knock yourself out. Go and watch. Okay, they're all there for you to watch. I don't delete anything. It's all there for you to watch and to judge. So, before you start typing me on the comment section some bipolar questions, guys, think about what you're typing, because you might not like the answer that I'm going to give to you in reply. All right? So be smart and do yourself a favor, man. Do a little bit more research about me. I'm not a fan of any brand. Okay? That video yesterday was about me letting you know why you should keep your, from my observation, from my experience, why you should keep your Pro subscription that gives you 4K and HDR. And if you don't have 4K and HDR television, and if you don't have Chromecast Ultra and a Google Stadia controller, and you're just watching it from a browser, playing it from a browser, then you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay? If you have a Google Stadia and only playing it through your browser, then you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Google Stadia with Pro subscription and the Chromecast Ultra and Stadia controller. Once you have that with 4K HDR television, whether it's the OLED or QLED, you're truly going to appreciate the convenient way of playing in 4K and HDR. Okay, for those of you who have Chromecast Ultra, who have OLED or QLED television or any 4K HDR with a pretty good color gamut and full array of local dimming and a peak brightness, you will understand that there's a huge value with Pro subscription for $10 a month. The fact that you can click and play this game, Red Dead Redemption 2, and have a 4K and HDR and instantly. The fact that all of these are, look, this is HDR, HDR 4K, HDR 4K, Metro HDR 4K. These are all HDR 4K games. HDR 4K, HDR 4K, HDR 4K, HDR 4K. Okay, these are all HDR 4K games. Unless you actually have Chromecast Ultra and Google Stadia controller with a reliable internet and a 4K HDR television, like a really good 4K HDR television. I'm not talking about like a $300, $400 Amazon, Toshiba, Philips, that kind of nonsense. If you have like a really good television, like I'll go as far as to say Vizio Quantum P series that has a really good white color gamut, full array local dimming, or a Samsung Q8, Q9, QLED television, and then of course the LG OLED E8, C8, B9, C9. If you have those types of televisions, then, or Sony Z9D, or Z9F, if you have a really good 4K HDR television and you purchase this, and you purchase the Pro subscription with Chromecast Ultra and a Google Stadia controller, you're going to understand. You are going to understand the benefit and convenience of being able to click and play within seconds on your couch, on your sofa, to be able to play these games in a glorious 4K and HDR greatness. It does have HDR slider, so you can adjust HDR slider as well. So that's what I was trying to do on my video yesterday. That video yesterday was about me telling you why you should maybe think about keeping your Pro subscription. Now, if you don't have a 4K television, if you don't, then okay, then why do you have Pro subscription? Okay, if you don't have a 4K and HDR, okay, if you don't have 4K and HDR, why in the hell would you purchase Chromecast Ultra with Google Stadia controller? Just wait for the base and play it from a browser. Pro subscription, it's really intended for those of you who have 4K Ultra HD HDR televisions. It's the best way to experience Google Stadia. And I said this gazillions of times. I have countless of videos to cover this. The best way to experience Google Stadia is through Chromecast Ultra. If you have a really good 4K HDR television, and of course it goes without saying, a good internet connection. All right? A stable, good internet connection. Otherwise, then cloud gaming is not for you, cousin. Okay, it's not for you. If you don't have a stable, good internet, if you haven't invested in a really good, stable internet connection, then you know what? You shouldn't be watching this video. You shouldn't be talking about cloud gaming. You should be talking about PlayStation 5 or whatever. Okay? Cloud gaming is not for you. So, and I really don't understand some of you out there who are trying to criticize me. You got nothing to criticize me when it comes to this. Because I have covered it all. I have covered both positives and negatives. I have criticized Phil Harrison. I have criticized Google Stadia for the lack of games. I have covered all of that. I have criticized GeForce Now for their inability to bring us more games, more publishers. I have criticized them for only giving us 6 hours of playtime for $5 a month. I have criticized when the criticism is due. I have given credit when credit is due. I'm very fair. I'm very unbiased. Okay? I look at things as they are. I call out the things as they are. Okay? And that's what this is about. Now, if you don't like Google Stadia and you got a problem with me giving it maybe some positive feedback, then you shouldn't be watching this channel either. Then you need to go to some channels that are just bashing Google Stadia. Someone like Young Ya or Dreamcast Guy or whoever is out there, Inside Gaming, go and watch them and enjoy them bashing this service. Okay, I'm not here to jump on any bandwagon for the sake of money. Okay, I'm here to just call it the way it is. And I can call it the way it is because every product that I have, I paid with my own hard-earned cash. Okay, which is more than I can say for anybody else out there who's doing a YouTube. Everybody out there, it's trying to do it through an easy way. They're looking for sponsorship. They're looking for kiss asses so that way they can go ahead and make that money. I don't do that. I'm very proud of the fact that I've been doing this channel for 6 years without any damn sponsorship, nor do I want one, all with my hard-earned cash, which I worked really hard for. I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of what I have achieved here. 100%. Okay? So that's what this video is about. So please do me a favor. Next time you write a comment, guys, do some research. Be smart. Don't have this knee-jerk reaction of some bipolar comment. Think about what you're typing. Think about what you're saying, because I can only interpret what you're saying based on what you're typing. Okay? And I'm going to interpret it that way. Like I said, when is the time to criticize me for something? Usually I'm the one that's going to let you know, hey, I screwed up here, I did this, I did that, I made a mistake. I usually am the one that comes out and tell you that publicly, okay, and make a video publicly about that. And I have done videos publicly where I apologize when the time is for me to screw up, when I screw up. But when it comes to Google Stadia, when it comes to the cloud gaming services and all of this other stuff, guys, please watch my videos in the past. It's all there. Watch them. And you will see how much of constructive criticism I have put into every service, both the positives and negatives. And that's what you're supposed to do. Call it the way it is on both sides of the coin, not just one side of the coin. Okay? And I think that's what makes me relevant to a certain degree on YouTube. All right, so that's all I wanted to say. Talk about in this video briefly. I wanted to cover this. Tomorrow we might be doing a live stream. We probably will do some Fight Night Champion because after all, there is a Tyson Fury and Wilder boxing match happening in Las Vegas MGM Grand on Saturday night. So I want to see Fury versus Wilder match. It's going to be a great fight. Can't wait to see it. So I figured prior to the fight of Fury and Wilder, I think it would be great for me to do a Fight Night Champion boxing live stream. I'll try to maybe create a character that looks like Wilder or Fury or something like that. So we'll have a little bit of fun with that. You can come and join. And by the way, speaking of a Fight Night Champion, speaking about Electronic Arts and speaking about boxing, it seems that there's a pretty good chance that we might see next year, we might see the announcement of, or probably this E3 show from Electronic Arts will probably see the announcements of Boxing Legends, which is going to be for the very first time since the Fight Night Champion, we'll see a boxing game coming back for this generation. And I'm so excited for that. Can't wait to see it. I think it's time that we bring back boxing game, and I think it's time for Electronic Arts to kind of like tone down on the UFC, all right? And let's get back into boxing. And I'm glad that they're going to bring the Boxing Legends. They're going to bring all the legends from the past. And who knows, maybe Fury's going to be in there. Maybe Wilder's going to be in there. Who knows? But that's a good news, and can't wait for us to get our hands on the boxing game again, to see the graphics. And the graphics obviously going to be so much better, especially with the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and the PC. So kind of excited about that. And yeah, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. Fight Night Champion, we'll be doing that on tomorrow sometime in the afternoon. And don't forget to check that out. All right. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys. Well, have a good one, though. Take care.